Hello students. So we discussed about this 5 hours of resource management. So now we're going to discuss them in detail. Refuse. This means say no to things people offer you that you don't need. Refuse to buy products that can harm you and the environment. Say no to single-use plastic carry bags. Reduce. This means that you use less. You save electricity by switching off unnecessary lights and fans. You save water by repairing leaky taps. Do not waste water. Do not waste food. Can you think of other things that you can reduce the usage of? Reuse. This is actually even better than recycling because the process of recycling uses some energy. In the reuse strategy, you simply use things again and again. Instead of throwing away used envelope, you can reverse it and use it again. The plastics bottles in which you buy various food items like jam or pickle can be used for storing things in the kitchen. What other items can you reuse? So refuse, reduce and reuse. Refuse the items that you think are harmful for yourself and for the environment. Reduce the consumption of natural resources. Reduce the consumption of petrol. Reduce the consumption of unnecessary wastage of water. Consumption of do not waste food. And reuse. Keep on reusing stuff again and again. Repurpose. This means that when a product can no more be used for the original purpose, think carefully and use it some other useful purpose. For example, cracked crockery or cups with broken handles can be used to grow small plants and as feeding vessels for birds. Recycle. This means that you collect plastic, paper, glass, and metal items and recycle these materials to make required things instead of synthesizing or extracting fresh plastic, paper, glass, or metal. In order to recycle, we first need to segregate our waste so that the material that can be recycled is not dumped along with the other waste. Does your village, town or city have a mechanism in place for recycling these materials? So there are companies working on recycling. There are companies that are working on reusage. In every cities, mostly in the cities, and they are also expanding in the villages also. Even while making everyday choices, we can make environmental friendly decisions. For doing this, we need to know more about how our choices affect the environment. These effects may be immediate or long-term or long-ranging. The concept of sustainable development encourages forms of growth that meets current basic human needs while preserving the resources for the needs of future generations. Economic development is linked to environmental conservation. Thus, sustainable development implies a change in all aspects of life. It depends upon the willingness of the people to change their perception of the socio-economic and environmental conditions around them, and the readiness of each individual to alter their present use of natural resources. So, in the next class, we'll discuss why do we need to manage our resources.